Hey guys, it's Jeremy Gilchrist. I'm in Columbus, Ohio at the rooftop of my own loft, and I have a pretty important friend with me tonight, Cherry Cousins, who I asked to come up here because, you know, today we might have met with a homeless man, met with a senator, met with the food bank, met with Justin Zwick, the old quarterback, and gone through all these routines of how we're going to run a business. But I've learned through reading books and through doing certain things from the best people in the world and the wealthiest that if you don't have a reason why you're doing something or why you want to accomplish a goal, that really they're not going to happen. Because if you don't have a reason to do something, why would you do it, right? So it can be as simple as that. If you have a desire to do something, you'll get it done. And one of the best stories, and not just in our team, but in our company, is Cherry's story. And I was reminded of it today when we stood by the wall. When we stood by the wall at the state senate, and I read the letter out loud from the soldier that didn't know if he was going to make it home, and it affected me because personally for me it reminded me of where my mindset used to be when my family figured they knew where I was and I had no idea where I was. So when you have a reason to do something, sometimes you get it done faster. Someone here has a reason to do something enough that she approached us in this business and said, I heard what you're doing, I need it. So, Cherry, give them a little background of where you come from and who your family is.
I am a nurse, was an emergency room nurse. Loved doing that, loved caring for people. I originally went into nursing because my brother was killed in Iraq in 2004, and I really felt at the time that I wanted to do something to give back to him and to give back to people and feel like that I'm making a difference in this life. So I went to nursing school, did that, loved emergency room nursing, met my husband about 3 years ago, and he changed my life. You know, I spent a lot of time serving others and enjoyed doing that and loved it. And I met my husband about 3.5 years ago, randomly at an outdoor concert, you know, that one of those times when you're not looking for anyone, but you find them or they find you. And his friends are with him, and the first thing that he said to me was, well, his friend said, was that he just got back from Iraq. And I'm like, wow, you know, okay, don't it felt like a sign to me when I met him. It just felt like a sign.
Because your brother?
Because of my brother. Because of my brother. It just felt like a sign. So Bill's been in the military a long time. He's been deployed, getting ready to leave for his 5th deployment since 2001. And we have had a wonderful time together, but I miss him when he's gone. And one day, we were talking about, you know, what we're going to do when he gets back this time. What are we going to do? We both love serving people. We're both fitness oriented. I have a history with managing a fitness center, and he's really into personal training and stuff, and we thought maybe we'll open a gym or maybe we'll do a wellness practice. And I swear, a week before I came upon this Visalis opportunity, that was our conversation, and I just really felt like it was brought to us. It was brought to us. I was sitting at breakfast one day and I overheard these two girls talking, and I hear them so excited about this opportunity of helping people and making a difference in lives, and that they loved what they were doing and they were enjoying everything. And I was like, gosh, they seemed like they were having so much fun. Shane and Kelly having so much fun. And I sat there eating by myself breakfast because Bill was at work that day, and I was like, God, I got up to leave, and I, for some reason, just felt like I needed to go over and find out what they were doing, and that's what I did. And that was the middle of June this year, and it has already blessed my life tremendously and really put a future into what we'll be able to do.
So So how do you see a Visalis playing a role in what? Why are you doing this? 2 sentences.
I am doing this because I want time with my husband, and he has served his country so proudly. And while he's gone this time, he is eligible to retire. And before he leaves, but definitely by the time that he comes home, I want us to have a life that we can share together, making differences in people's lives, and that he can do it at home with his family. For once at home with his family. He's a proud soldier. He'll be a company commander this time, and he deserves to have a life outside of the military, and I want to be able to help give that to him. I want him to be able to sit back and be proud of what he's done, and be able to spend the rest of his time enjoying helping other people in a different fashion, without being away so much.
So Visalis can be the vehicle to create a financial freedom so that when he comes back, he doesn't have to go back.
He doesn't have to go back. And it already has. The time, I think about this, not everyone that is around me in Visalis knows this, but I was able to stop working at the emergency room just in this 2-month period of time. I made tripled my money back from anything that I invested in Visalis to begin with, and I was able to, I still do nursing, but I do nursing on a spare time basis. I do Visalis, I began to do it on a full-time basis. But we've had so many things happen in our life in the 60 days that I've been with Visalis, and it has been the vehicle that has given me time with my family that I never would have had. My son recently joined the military, and I've been able to attend events with him and go to recruiters, and Bill had to leave for 3 weeks of training. He got his company command, and I was able to go up for 4 days and stay with him extra time before he left for 3 weeks that I never would have had before. His mother died, and we had to go out of town for that, and I was able to say, I can go. I didn't have to beg time off work or have to fulfill someone else's schedule. I was able to be with my family, and if I didn't go anywhere else in this company from today forward, I would be grateful for the time that has afforded me to feel like I still make a difference, and I really care about people, and I want to do something to impact their lives. But at the same time, the most important thing to me is my family, and for us to be able to do something with this much fun and meet such great people like you, Jeremy, that are so supportive of everyone's goals, that it's immeasurable. It's priceless. It's priceless. And I appreciate it.
So, a split-second decision, someone's desire is what I just heard. Someone's desire. She stepped foot to someone else's table she didn't know, a stranger. How many times in our lives did we want to do a split-second something and we didn't do it? Look what can happen. It's like you can not only make a decision to do something and it begins to change your life, but it can change the lives of your family, your friends, your husband, and everyone else. And what a great soldier he is, and you've become one. Is what I just heard. Is the wife of a soldier became one herself. And so companies, it's not just Visalis, but it's just companies and new opportunities and the strength of people together that can create a whole new world for people and can create a new way of life. Would it be possible anywhere else? I don't know, but I know it didn't happen until she did this. Until she had the desire to do it. And she set a goal that the beauty is it's become my goal, and in a sense my why, to make sure she gets there, because I got to meet with her husband Bill and her, and he leaves in March to go to war. And we have a personal goal together between those two and myself to get something done before he goes. And tell him what it is.
I want to be an ambassador.
Wants to be an ambassador, which in our company just means it creates a life where you don't have to work anymore if you keep it that way. So I had an opportunity to look at him and say, I will do everything I can to make sure your wife is at that income level, so when you leave for war, you will come back knowing you have a financial freedom. So her little desire to make something change in her life and go big has turned into everything you just saw in just a matter of 2 months. So what'll happen over the next 4 or 6 months, you can only imagine, but it's just desire. Figure out what your reason why is and run with it, and find people that'll do it with you. People that'll pick you up when you need it. I know that's why I do this company, and I'm pretty sure that's why others do it too. So, lesson of the day is face your fears and give yourself what you deserve, in my opinion. You got anything?
Nothing works if you don't try it, right?
There you have it. Guys, good night. We're going to enjoy the rest of this night on this loft, and when you see this, take a moment to really pause. Don't get caught up in life. Figure out what you want from it and get it. Good night, Cherry Cousins. One of my best friends.
Thank you.